Now, Mokgeti and Lerumo definitely left Okohan very confused on what really happened at the rooftop. Now, he's got two sides of the story and he doesn't know which side to believe because Olerumo is out here trying to convince him while Uneo Mokgeti is doing just that. So, we'll see how it turns out at the end of the day. Moving on to our very lovely, beautiful, and happy couple, Ustokis and Chivan. They seems to be settling very well into the marriage life. Now their plan is to go for a vacation. Actually, it was Stoki's idea to go on vacation, and Siobhan was like, you know what, let's just work out the budget and see how it turns out. You see, every man deserves a woman who knows how to deal with finances well. Yo, and here is Ulerumo and Uneo Mokgeti having a heart to heart, and it was such a beautiful moment when Uneo Mokgeti told his only son what he really meant to him. Now, he went as far as saying, you know what, I've been in jail, I've done terrible things, but having you in my life was the most beautiful thing that happened in my life and to me. And I wouldn't want you to go to jail and, mess up your whole future. Now it's clear Ogosi Onea has made up his mind and he's willing to sacrifice his whole life for his son, guys. I mean, how beautiful can this be? Twitter was in awe and they were smitten by, the sacrifice that Onea made. In fact, the selfless sacrifice that any parent who really loves their child would make just for their child to have that freedom. And again, I'm not even feeling bad for Ubohang because he was a bad man. And here is Grace sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, asking Oleroma 1,000 questions as to what really happened. I understand her concern, but I could tell at some points Oleroma was very annoyed and he just wanted to get out of there and stop answering all of these questions. And he actually ended up telling Okay, so because you know what, my dad was covering up for someone else. He's the one that didn't kill Obohang, and I could tell she was backing up a bit, but it still didn't make sense to her. So let's hope Buliruma is gonna be strong enough to keep the secret longer. And here is Udindle, and Utlingyo being buddy buddy. Utlingyo even bought her a gift, and Udindle seemed, a little over it, especially when Klingwe said they friends. You could tell that her facial expression changed and she was like, right, because she knows exactly what she's doing with Oamo. And immediately when Klingwe told Udintle that she's moving in with Oamo, I could tell also Udintle was thrown off completely, guys. She couldn't even pretend. And Ustokis and Siobhan are out here fixing and looking at the budgets and how it's gonna turn out when it comes to them going on a trip. It doesn't seem to be going well. But something about the scene told me that a lot was coming, so we'll see how it turns out. And this part right here, there's a new guy in town, Egamalako Untlax or Untlambulo, if we may call it that way, and he seems to be driving the ladies crazy. And Usibi is out here asking questions about what really happened to Bohang. Usipati tried brushing it off and told him that, you know what, your grandfather went to jail, and it still didn't make sense to him. So at the end of the day, he understood that what had to be done had to be done. But I feel like if someone would ask Utibi what happened, like if Cohen, for example, asked Tibi what happened, I think he would actually find the truth out in a way, because Utibi would actually tell him his version of the story, and it would make a clear point. Ugusi Olurumo is the one that shot Bohang. And here is Olindiwe being the hard-headed, fierce woman that she is when it comes to this new guy. She was really not impressed at first until this guy, kind of sweet talked her into cooling down and enjoying the party, and just telling her, was, you know what, I'll replace your phone, boss Dave is in the building, a phone is nothing, I've got it. Like, this guy is coming with so much trouble, but I hope the hype is really gonna be consistent, and I get bored because, like, really, We don't want to adjust to someone new, and then at the end of the day, it's not worth it. And here is Sipati finally going to Lerumo's place after Lerumo ignored her calls several times. She decided to be the bigger person and ask Lerumo face to face as to what's really going on. Why aren't you answering my calls? And Lerumo was like, you know what? I really didn't want to talk about it because you're out here standing with my dad, and I don't understand why you're protecting me, and Isipati made it clear, I'm protecting you because I care about you and it's for your best interest. And Lerumo is still hard-headed. I just feel like Lerumo needs time. He just needs time to heal, and eventually he's gonna understand what had to be done. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, like and share this video.